Before we get started preparing the screen, let's add any assets we need. Remember, the assets are just the pictures that we're going to use in our app. To get the assets, go to the course portal and click Walkthrough. If you scroll down under Assets, you'll see Fortune Cookie Assets. Go ahead and click that. Okay, so Fortune Cookie only has one asset. Let's go ahead and click that to see what it looks like. And there it is. So if we want to download this, we can click Download in the upper right-hand corner. And it should download into our Downloads folder. If we go to our Downloads folder, we can see the Fortune Cookie PNG. PNG is the file type for our picture. Let's go ahead and right-click this and select Copy. Now, back in Android Studio, we can go to our Drawables folder. If we right-click on Drawable, we can select Paste. And when you get this window, click OK. Double-click on the asset in the Drawable folder to see what it looks like. Okay, great. We have our Fortune cookie with our nice big fortune message. Let's go ahead and close this up here for now. Now, before we add our picture to our screen, let's get our screen set up. We're going to go through the same processes we've done in the past. We don't need this action bar, so let's get rid of it. In Values, go to the folder, the XML file called Styles. Okay, see how this says dark action bar? We don't need that. If we double click on that, it'll highlight that. We can delete that. Now, I forgot what the right code is for no action bar. So one trick is to, after this period, to hit Control, hold Control, and then hit space. And then it's going to give us a lot of selection, a lot of different ideas. Can you guess which one it is? Yeah, it's no action bar. Go ahead and select that. If we go back to our layout, we can either click here to go back to our layout, or every time we open something, it'll open up a new folder or a new tab heading up here. So I can just click here to go back, and look at that, our action bar disappears. So I don't need this Styles tab anymore for now, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this just to keep it a little clean up here. Now we can delete the Hello World text view. I can click on that in the component tree and hit delete. Let's select the text tab down here to look at our XML file. Now, relative layout has a lot of really cool things, and in fact, it's much more powerful than absolute layout. We'll use this in Unit 4 when we're going to design something that we want to be a little more dynamic and be able to be used on many different screens or devices. But for now, we're going to use absolute layout because we're just putting a still picture that's a fixed size in the background, just like we've done before. Go ahead and double click on relative layout, and if you type a capital A, you'll get a suggestion for absolute layout. Go ahead and click that to select it. Now notice here, it didn't quite autocomplete our tag A. So if I click down here though, it will. I think this is a bug that will probably be worked out soon. But just make sure your tags match. Okay, great. Let's go back into our design. And now we're gonna add our image. In order to add an image, we have to add in something to hold it. And what holds images? Image views. Go ahead and drag an image view into the absolute layout in the component tree. Remember, the nice thing about doing that, rather than to drag it on the screen, is that it places it up at the upper top left. But wait a second, that doesn't look like the upper top left. Let's go back into our XML and see what's happening. I'm gonna click the text tab. Oh, okay. I still have padding. Remember, padding is like a little buffer area that will create space between the layout and whatever you put in it. So let's go ahead and remove the padding. First, I'm gonna line these up just so I can see what I'm working with here. And I'm going to now delete the Android padding left, padding right, top, and bottom. Go ahead and select the delete key, and that will delete those. Great. Let's go back to the design to see if that worked. Okay, and you can see now our image view starts at the upper left corner. That's great. Now let's just add an image to it. In Properties, scroll down until you see SRC, right? That's the source image. Click this little box to the right. Now the first folder we get is color. Go ahead and collapse that because we want the image that we saved in our drawables folder. Remember what our image was called? We can just look here. And in fact, there's a lot of stuff here. It's kind of hard to find. One little trick is to just in here start typing what the name of your picture is. Ours is AST_FC_fortune cookie. Let's just start typing that. AST_FC, and there you go. It's already found our fortune cookie picture. Go ahead and click OK. All right, looking pretty good. But since our fortune is white, let's put a different color in the background. In order to select a different background color, we need to select our absolute layout. Because remember, we're not changing the background color of our image view, but the background color of the absolute layout, which our image view lives in. We can then go to Background and click this little box here. If we go to the right color, we can choose any color for our background. I'm going to choose this bright blue color for now. Go ahead and select OK. Now we can see the fortune a little bit better.